Today, we're diving into one of the most intense and high-stakes subjects you can think of: nuclear weapons. Specifically, we're going to talk about 10 huge billion-dollar mistakes the US military has made when it comes to nukes, some of which are downright terrifying. Now, these aren't just small errors. We're talking about incidents that cost billions, put national security at risk, and, let's be honest, could have led to catastrophic consequences. So sit tight, because this one is a wild ride. 1. The B-52 nuclear bomb incident, 1961. Let's kick things off in 1961 with an incident that had everyone on edge. A U.S. Air Force B-52 bomber carrying 2 nuclear bombs broke apart mid-air over North Carolina. Thankfully, the bombs didn't detonate, but one of them almost did. Imagine a nuclear bomb falling over North Carolina unintentionally. The safety procedures were questioned, the handling of the weapons scrutinized, and the repair costs shot through the roof. This was a wake-up call for the U.S. military about how risky mishandling nuclear weapons could be. 2. The Minuteman missile maintenance problems. Next, let's talk about the Minuteman missile, the backbone of the U.S. nuclear deterrent for decades. These missiles are meant to be ready at a moment's notice, but maintenance has been a huge problem. In 2007, the U.S. Air Force accidentally shipped nuclear missile parts to Taiwan. Now, this wasn't supposed to happen. It revealed just how sloppy and outdated some of the procedures were for managing nuclear arsenals. This mistake cost the military millions in security audits, investigations, and, well, rebuilding its credibility. 3. The 1980 Titan II missile explosion. Now, this one is pretty intense. In 1980, a Titan II missile exploded in Arkansas. It was a mechanical failure, but it still ended with 1 fatality and millions in damage. Luckily, it wasn't a nuclear detonation, but the explosion was enough to make the military rethink its entire missile management strategy. And this disaster wasn't just about losing a missile, it was about the massive costs of cleanup, safety reviews, and the national embarrassment. Millions of dollars went into ensuring something like this never happened again. The 2007 nuclear warhead mistake. Flash forward to 2007, and we've got one of the most embarrassing moments in modern military history. The U.S. Air Force accidentally loaded 6 nuclear warheads onto a B-52 bomber, and it flew across the country for over 36 hours before anyone realized the mistake. Now, these bombs weren't armed, but just imagine if they had been. This error revealed a shocking lack of communication, coordination, and security in handling nuclear weapons. It cost millions in investigations, fixes, and, let's not forget, the reputation damage. The 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis and its aftermath. Okay, we all know the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. It wasn't exactly a mistake, but it's definitely a nuclear near-miss that nearly brought the U.S. and the Soviet Union to war. The U.S. military had nuclear weapons aimed at the Soviet Union, and vice versa. The crisis was a huge cost in terms of military spending, escalating the arms race, and leading to billions of dollars spent on new warheads, bombers, and missiles. We came this close to World War III. 6. The Y-12 National Security Complex security lapses, 2012. Now, this next one involves a serious security breach. In 2012, activists managed to sneak into the Y-12 National Security Complex, which is responsible for maintaining the U.S. nuclear stockpile. While these activists didn't cause any harm, the breach exposed severe flaws in security. And, as you can imagine, the government spent millions to tighten those security measures. It's a clear reminder that even the best nuclear facilities need constant vigilance. 7. The Nuclear Launch Control Center failures. The Nuclear Launch Control Centers, or LCCs, are another area where things got ugly. These are the command centers responsible for launching nuclear missiles, but many of them were in really bad shape, and some were even operating with outdated systems. The cost to upgrade these facilities was through the roof. In fact, we're talking billions of dollars just to bring the facilities up to par. And let's not even mention the risk of what could have happened if one of them had failed. 8. The $1 trillion nuclear modernization program. Next, let's talk about something that's still ongoing, the $1 trillion nuclear modernization program. This is the U.S. military's plan to modernize its entire nuclear triad: land-based missiles, bombers, and submarines. Now, I'm all for a strong military, but $1 trillion is a lot of money. Critics argue it's excessive, especially when we've got non-nuclear threats emerging all around the world. This program has a massive price tag, and we're just getting started. 9. The 2004 nuclear security breach at North Dakota. In 2004, a nuclear missile facility in North Dakota suffered a security breach, not because of an attack, but because of internal issues. Several personnel failed drug tests and showed major lapses in discipline. To fix this, the military spent millions retraining personnel, upgrading security, and implementing stricter protocols. It's a stark reminder that nuclear security isn't just about external threats. It's about ensuring your own people are up to the task. 10. The U.S. Navy's nuclear reactors in need of overhaul. Finally, let's talk about the U.S. Navy's nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers. These vessels are a cornerstone of the U.S. nuclear deterrent, but they're also incredibly expensive to maintain. The reactors inside these ships have needed frequent overhauls, leading to massive costs. As these ships age, the costs are only going to rise. The price of maintaining the U.S. Navy's nuclear fleet is astronomical, and this continues to drain the military's budget. So, as you can see, these mistakes have cost the U.S. military billions and raised some serious concerns about the management and safety of nuclear weapons. The stakes are incredibly high, and mistakes are costly, not just financially, but in terms of national security. Thanks for watching. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Should the U.S. continue spending trillions on nukes, or is it time for a new approach? Let's discuss.